Alright, we're going to Mammoth. First game of Grand Finals. STTP Wilson versus SMXO. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, both players find themselves in neutral. Wilson ends up getting it unarmed and barely dodges the bomb, but Exo finds the first weapon and starts spamming his sword. Neutral lights.
Goes for that down air, gets met by the neutral. I don't think Wilson's going to want to aggress on him. I think he's going to try and play this out.
Alright, proving a point that the sword neutral light is indeed a good move. But the side sig already lands.
The side sig from Nye goes for the ground pound. Exo sees it coming and avoids it. Still being brought to orange by Wilson.
Another side signature being thrown out, but let's see whether or not Exo is willing to be hit by those again. A down signature to cover Wilson's recovery.
Goes for the ground pound.
But Wilson barely spaces his recovery around Exo's ground pound coverage. Doesn't punish the side signature.
Looks to gets the side sig, takes the first stock of the game.
Exo loses the first stock due to Wilson's side signature spacing. It is just on point. It has caught everybody that we've seen so far. Exo ends up picking up a hammer. Finds another side signature, lands with the neutral light, but gets caught by the recovery, sent below the stage. Exo tosses his weapon and goes to the recovery, but doesn't end up landing it. Is Wilson going to go for a ledge cancel down signature? No, instead tries to spot dodge. Goes for another side signature, but Exo's already trying to cover high. Doesn't end up punishing it, but he gets set in the air by a neutral light. This is Wilson's stock to do as much damage as he can. Goes for another side sig. He's going to follow up with a recovery. Misses. There's the down signature.
Very nice play from Wilson, recovering in the opposite direction just to get enough space so he can get that D-stick up.
And then another neutral light that sends him in the air, but it doesn't kill him because Queen Eye's defense stat is so high. He's sending Exo into the orange, but a side light ends the stock.
Exo sitting at orange.
Picks up the hammer.
He did make use of that last stock.
That is true. And he's also currently denying weapons away from Exo. He's got a spear in hand right now. Excellent use to cover his air dodge with the side light.
Gets the ground pound, manages to pick up the mine, and...
yeah, Exo currently right now is in red. Tosses the spear.
Looks for the D-sig, doesn't catch.
Finally picks up a sword, looks to go in with a side light. Is he going to be able to follow it up with a D-light combo? Goes for another side signature, gets punished. Wilson trying to prove a point right now with how much he likes to use those side signatures. He's got Exo off stage, however. Will he be able to confirm the stock?
Sliding down sig, goes for the ground pound.
Exo just choosing to stay on the stage.
Finds the D-sig.
But it sends him in the one direction that I think Exo would not be able to be killed. Another attack like that.
The ground pound, the gravity cancel neutral from Exo.
But it doesn't end up having any follow-up. Wilson gets the recovery and kills Exo off the top. Goes for the D-light to be able to cover that weapon before picking up the sword.
Exo really reaching with those side sticks.
Those bread and butter neutral light attacks into recovery, getting as much damage on Exo as possible. Queen Eye's finding himself in red. Great use of downlight to catch his side stick option. I think that might be
great coverage from Exo, taking the stock.
Exo finds himself in the yellow. This is his game to take back the momentum. Queen Eye landing with the down air.
Gets the recovery and throws the spear, gets the Katars.
Exo's doing an excellent job of just using his neutral light and his down air to cover all of Wilson's favorite options. Wilson's not going to be able to get in with side sigs or with down airs if Exo's constantly covering the only two things that he's being able to use. Gets hit by the Valkyrie, however. Oh.
Gets Exo into the red, charges out the stick, gets punished.
That feel when you don't hit save on your grand finals tab. Thanks, Twitch chat.
Gets the side air. Wilson finds his way back on the center stage, misses the down sig, gets hit with the side light from Exo. Exo trying to get a stomp combo.
Goes to gravity cancel. That's risky.
And Wilson gets the ground pound, takes the first round.
Oh. It's so risky for me to see players want to opt for a gravity cancel option off stage when your jumps are gone. You lose your air dodge. You don't get that back. That means if Wilson spaces correctly, he'll win. And that is what we saw happen. Ground pound. Wilson takes game one, 2 games closer to
Exo bringing it back to Mammoth.
Yeah, but that's like what he only needs 2 more games to be able to bring this to a bracket reset. Is Exo going to be able to step it up?
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, we see Bodvar having the weapon. Wilson goes for the bomb, actually ends up getting the trade, and goes for the unarmed combos. Yeah, there we go.
Exo looking for a window, trying to get some pressure on the Nine with a down air. Looks to punish the side sig, and he does. Oh. He's going for the sword camp. Can he get it?
No, instead accidentally ground pounds.
Says, no, he's back up onto the map.
He's out of jumps, possibly? Is he going to be able to get this gimp? I don't think Exo's going to be able to recover.
Another ground pound.
Exo's out of jumps. That's the stock. I feel like that was a misinput from Exo there. Ended up going down with a ground pound when he meant to do a down air and found himself below the stage in a way that he didn't want to be.
Goes for a gravity cancel, but Wilson sees it coming.
Another bomb coming from Wilson. Any kind of damage like that he definitely wants, but
runs into the end sig.
And ends the stock off the top. Exo making quick work of Wilson and evening it up 2 stocks to 2. Exo taking advantage of the fact that he's got this neutral light game going on. The D-Light follow-ups!
Incredible chain.
That was 3 D-Lights into side airs there. Being able to take advantage of the platform at Mammoth Fortress and then the gravity cancel to carry Wilson across the stage. Excellent.
Wilson responding with some nasty, hard-hitting.
An excellent ledge cancel down sig, but he gets interrupted by these ground pounds from Exo, but Exo's just spinning around on the stage too much. He might find himself losing his stock below the stage once again. A ground pound barely missed. Is Wilson going to be able to get this off?
Manages to hit the ground pound somehow.
Another gravity cancel.
Wilson with the spear eats the down air.
Blast from the mine. Is he going to get it? Excellent! What?
Wow, I think the explosion from the mine...
He triggered the explosion with the mine with the weapon, killing Wilson for... Wow. Alright. The lead goes to Exo.
Achieved.
Wilson ends up having this side sig right now. He wants to end Exo's stock right now, otherwise he's going to be in huge trouble. The momentum that Exo got from that kill.
Goes for the D-sig, gets punished. Exo racking up the damage. Gets the neutral air.
Wilson can't end the stock. He's just getting hit by every option.
Another
down sig.
Wilson wants to do, and he's just going to keep punishing him for it.
There's the
Gets
neutral
the neutral air with the hammer. Exo looking to close.
At this point, any option that Exo's going to be able to go for. Goes for the ground pound, however. Goes for the neutral sig to read and gets hit by the recovery off the top of the stage. But Wilson's in the red. Is he going to be able to make the damage necessary to come back?
Goes for the gravy cancel disco. Gets punished.
He goes for another gravy cancel disco. I think he's trying to prove a point.
Dangerous.
Well, let's see whether or not
Wilson
that point's worth
to be
proving.
toyed with. Gets hit with the D-sig.
More haymakers, but he's just getting punished by every option that Wilson goes for. I don't think he wants to be on the side of the stage. I think Wilson's willing to take it down there. He's opting for ground pounds right now. Wilson goes in. Exo chases him off. Is this going to be the stock?
You can't eat recoveries like that.
Exo's taking quite a bit of damage right now. Goes for the scoop. Can't land it. Wilson's spacing around it too perfectly. Gets the ground pound, however.
Hits the stomp. Doesn't capitalize. Wilson with the ad sig!
Player 2 wins.
What a turnaround.
Game 2 goes to Wilson. After some arguably silly gravy cancel disco options from Exo. And one more win from Wilson and we might see a bracket reset.
Holy shit. Wilson really bringing it.
I think they're going back to Mammoth again.
Yep.
It's arguable that, Exo hasn't turned it up quite a bit yet because he knows he's got that bracket reset to deal with, so he can bring in, a little bit of interesting maneuver. Still, we're seeing...
Honestly, I was expecting a character swap from Exo.
Really?
Back to the game at hand.
Picks up the bomb, goes for the trade, but misses it. Wilson does an excellent sidelight. A combo into a recovery. And gets the side sig again. That's almost a stock. Will he be able to cover him with a ground pound?
Looks for the GP, doesn't get it. Exo refusing to lose his stock this early.
Exo going with the down lane to the side air. Wilson just not really caring. He's already got so much damage on the Exo right now. Hits him with the side air off the stage. Goes for the ground pound. Exo tries to get the neutral signature read, instead gets the down sig. Is this the stock? Barely misses.
Gets put in an awkward position. Wilson gets hit with a D-air. Another D-air.
Another!
And a third.
Absolute
First stock to Exo.
fantastic spacing on Exo's down airs there. Wilson wasn't able to get back to the stage, and when he did, he was knocked right back off. Wilson does an excellent ground pound recovery, though. I don't know if, oh gosh, the baby rage is, like, insane right now.
Oh, man.
That's it. I'm gonna mute this.
Muted.
I'm gonna solo cast while he deals with that. Exo and Queen Nai currently fighting each other. He got distracted. Goes for a side signature. Gets the ground pound to end the stock. I apologize to chat. Anyways, I'll check it on that in a little bit. Wilson has the neutral. Stocks are even up to 2-2, but he's taking a lot of damage from Exo. It's not going to take a lot of signatures before he ends up losing the stock, and Exo gets a clean lead. I'm going to check back in on Mantra.
Sound
Kill
resumed.
gets the side sig.
Oh, hi. Is the baby rage done?
Yes, the baby rage.
Okay, I brought you back. Alright, where are we? Gets the recovery.
Landed a side sig, took Nai very far off the map. She came back though. Back to center stage, getting the damage out on Exo. But that side air is enough to carry him off for that stock.
And that's a clean stock lead for Exo right now. Wilson's having a lot of difficulty getting any chain of anything.
Tries
right
to
now.
go in for unarmed, just runs into that sword wall. Gets the disco.
But ends up getting caught by these neutral lights. Exo's doing a great job of spacing it out, but is that the side signature
The
to end the
side
stock?
sig.
Is he going to chase him off? No, excellent
Gets met with the
coverage.
side air.
Another side signature.
Finds the side sig.
This is insane how easily this from
Lines up for the GCD sig, but gets caught from Exo with the side sig.
and ends up landing
One wins.
into a side sig, losing the stock. Game 3 goes to Exo. We don't have a 3-0 sweep here. Exo's going to challenge Wilson to make sure that he doesn't get the bracket reset that he wants. Are we going to see a different map than Mammoth Fortress, or is Wilson going to bring it back? He wants to go ship. But one thing that the Gravy Boat does have is a stage. It's a stage where the edges aren't as safe to recover on. If he wants to continue to go for these Qatar ground pounds, then he's going to be able to, do them effectively in the sense that Exo doesn't have as much room to move around. Opens up the
Exo
mine.
putting the mine down, getting the first weapon. Wilson opening up with some unarmed.
Ooh, excellent
Fishing
stop
for that
coverage.
stuff.
Finds the
Getting
mine.
the weapon and finding the sword.
He's landed 2
Wilson
bombs in a
badge
row.
play.
It's brought Exo into the orange. But yet, Exo is still managing to deny these weapons. But what does it matter if every bomb that spawns Wilson shoves into Exo's face? Finds the down air, and gets a spear
Wilson
into his
avoiding
sideline.
Exo long enough to get his hands on a weapon.
Excellent ground pound coverage there. Another ground pound that barely tips Exo off the side of the stage. He goes for the weapon throw. There's the Qatars. He's going to follow up with another ground pound. He's just tossing weapons left and right.
Ooh, punishes him for the side sig. Can he have the coverage to take the stock from Exo?
Oh no. Ends up getting caught by that ground pound, and Exo punishes him promptly.
And there's the D sig.
But does the
Beautiful
D-Sig
response
end
from
it?
Wilson.
Excellent weapon
And the
throw.
weapon throw.
Is he going to be able to get
That was
back? His air dodge is
close.
gone. The sidelight's not going to end it, though. There's the ground
Gets
pound.
the ground pound, takes the first stock.
There we go. Exo's going to have to work a lot harder. If he doesn't end the stock immediately, he's going to find himself taking a bunch of punishment from Queen Eye because he won't be able to end the stock very easily.
He's not going to be able to rack up damage the same way he can with the sword with that hammer.
Absolutely not. But he could confirm his stock a
And
lot
he
faster.
does, running into the end sig.
That's-
It seems like Exo's neutral sig with that hammer just draws people.
Yeah, it's like a magnet. I'm pretty sure every time we've seen him use the N-Sig, he's gotten a kill with it. It's amazing how prominent he is with reading with that option. But here we are, back in neutral, and we've got them off stage once again on this small little ledge that is the Gravy Boat. Both players just opting for
Goes
the
for
ground
the
pound.
ground pound instead of the D-light, and Wilson slips out.
Barely misses the spike ball. Finds the side air or the side light into the side air. Goes for
Dodges the side sig.
and gets a prominent punish with that D-light, but doesn't follow up. Wilson constantly throwing away his weapon again. Goes for the spike bubble, gets punished by a D-light. Exo's chasing it off stage.
Finds the side stick again.
And here we go, a clean stock lead.
Wilson looking to even it up.
Yeah, clean stock lead from Exo once again. Wilson's got his Catchars once more. I feel like he's going to want to go for these neutral lights and the recovery combos, like that. And then follow it up with a side sig when he gets into the orange to see if he can close up the stock really easily. There's the side signature, but Exo's ready for it. Another recovery combo. Misses it once again.
Exo being very smart with his aggression, not letting Queen Nai get in.
Goes for the neutral sig, but ends up missing. Air dodges away from the stage. Wilson's missing his punishes. Another neutral sig.
Stops the side sig with the roll. And gets the side sig.
There's the side sig from Wilson. Will he be able to get it again? If he can get Bodvar into the orange, he can possibly end that stock with a neutral sig or a side sig once more. Opting for the dive kicks, but Wilson's covering with his neutral airs. But there's the hammer ground pound. Misses the side air.
Wilson found his way in, got a neutral off.
Dives in with the Catchars but gets punished by the
Exo
sword.
with the sword looking to close with the down layer, but can't find it.
Wilson
Wilson
doing
back on center stage.
excellent spacing, but he ends up getting hit by the weapon. Is this going to be the bomb kill that ends it? No. Goes for a side air.
It's a downlight side air combo. Wilson can't get back on stage, and that's the match.
And that is the stock. 2-2. Exo showing that maybe it was just him letting it up on as a fluke. But if Wilson's able to get a lead once again, he might be able to win this game and bring it to a bracket reset. We're going to find out. This is Game 5 of the best of 5 of Grand Finals here at
Where is
Grand
Wilson going
Castle
to take it? Wilson
Sunday.
taking it to Thunderguard.
Thunderguard. This is the first map that we've seen in the Grand Finals that's not had a designated center stage. This map's going to allow the players to have a new amount of options, being able to go under, use recoveries, use aerials, in areas of the stage that they normally couldn't do before. Here we go, Game 5, Thunderguard Stadium.
1, brawl.
Opening up with the dive kick.
Yeah, Wilson's almost always won out on the initial unarmed combo when it comes to the early game.
Right, almost every game he manages to get that first hit in.
Yeah, uses the side stick to try to cover the weapon but misses, and Exo ends up getting it. Great D-light into side air.
Tries to predict and hit him with the D-Sig.
Yeah,
Doesn't work out.
I feel like if he was running with that D-Sig so he could get the sliding effect, it actually would have worked. He would have been able to cover that option.
But Exo may have reacted in time to punish.
True.
Goes for
There's the
the
neutral
insig.
sig, and then Wilson punishes on his own. Another neutral sig from below the stage. Barely clips him with that side air. Wilson going for the recovery, but it's missing. Another side
Goes for the side
sig.
stick, gets punished. Exo trying to seal the deal. Can he make it back on stage? Gets hit with the ground pound. First stock to Exo.
Excellent weapon coverage. He aggressively air dodged off the stage so that he could get momentum on that weapon toss, followed up with another weapon to be thrown so that he would go above him, get the ground pound, and end the stock. Wilson going again for that side signature punish.
Exo working the shenanigans zones.
Tries to go for a
Catch the
down sig
hammer.
punish, but the recovery ends up catching him. The recovery barely misses Exo there in the air, so he couldn't end the stock. Exo's holding onto the stock like a champion. There's the neutral sig. He doesn't have his air dodge. Is he going to be able to get him off the bottom of the map? No, he recovers, gets back to center.
Misses his down air, but doesn't get punished by Exo. Wilson might start to slow his game down and try and catch Exo's mistakes here.
Wow. Interesting down signature interaction with the
Pinball
stage.
style.
Yeah. Luckily, Thunderguard's goofy enough for him to be able to take all that force. And unfortunate for Wilson, he can't end the stock. Oh, but
And
there's
Exo with the side stick.
the side sig.
3-1.
Wilson's having difficulty just trying to end this. He needs to end this now if he wants any chance of being able to come back into this game. If we've seen anything with Wilson versus Exo, if Exo gets that clean stock lead, it's done.
Exo working the neutral airs, playing the gap.
Throws the spear, but he ends up going low under the stage so he doesn't have to get hit by it. Is
Getting
Exo
pushed deeper and deeper.
finds the side air to then the stock, though, taking away the possibility of Exo being able to pull in a 3 stock. this neutral air combo, however.
EXO refusing to be dethroned, not letting up on the pressure, bringing Wilson to a hard orange or soft red.
The stomp into the side air, covering all of his air dodges. Wilson makes a great recovery, using that spear to be able to recover and cover his unarmed options. Goes for the neutral sig. That's 2 delights into neutral airs in a row. Wilson's getting a good amount of damage off onto EXO, keeping his cool.
EXO keeping his cool as well with those neutral airs.
At this point, I'm trying to think of what Wilson needs to do, and he needs to be able to find like a side sig or something just to get EXO off the stage, and then not get hit by anything for the rest of the game. If he wants to be able to win this.
Perfectly to win out here. But that ground pound sealed the deal.